I secretly paid for a stranger's wedding after overhearing her devastating phone call. 3 years later, she became my boss. I never planned to anonymously fund a stranger's wedding, but sitting in that coffee shop 3 years ago, I couldn't ignore the heartbreak happening at the table next to me. She was maybe 28, professionally dressed, quietly sobbing into her phone while trying not to draw attention. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but her words cut through the ambient noise. "Mom, the venue just called. They're canceling our reservation unless we pay the remaining $8,000 by tomorrow morning." Her voice cracked. "The wedding is in 3 weeks. We've already paid $12,000, but they won't budge." I watched her listen, then shake her head. "No, Mom, you can't take out another loan. Your house is all ready." She wiped her eyes. "We'll just postpone. Maybe next year." As she hung up, I noticed the engagement ring on her finger, paid her modest but beautiful. She stared at it, shoulders slumped in defeat, before opening her laptop and typing affordable wedding venues last minute into the search bar. I come from money, not I earned it money, but my grandparents were smart investors' money. I've always felt uncomfortable with my financial privilege, especially since I've done nothing to deserve it beyond being born into the right family. That day I made a split-second decision. I waited until she stepped away to use the restroom, then approached the barista part, a friend who knew the woman as a regular customer her wedding venue was about to cancel. "Can you help me pay it anonymously?" 20 minutes and one phone call later, I transferred $8,500 to the venue per on, covering the balance plus a little extra for unexpected costs. The barista agreed to tell her only that someone who overheard wanted you to have your perfect day. I left before she returned, never expecting to see her again. Fast forward 3 years, I'd been working at a marketing firm for 2 years. When our department director left unexpectedly, the CEO called an all-hands meeting to introduce our new boss. "Please welcome Jennifer Lawson, joining us from Cooper and Mitchell." The moment she walked in, I recognized her immediately, panned the woman from the coffee shop. She looked different now, confident, polished, with a wedding band alongside that same modest engagement ring. Over the next few months, Jennifer proved to be the best manager I'd ever had. She was brilliant, empathetic, and pushed everyone to do their best work. I kept my secret, though sometimes I'd catch myself staring at the family photo on her desk, pert her in a beautiful wedding dress beside her husband, both radiantly happy. Yesterday our team hit a major milestone, and Jennifer took us out for celebratory drinks. As the night wound down, she sat beside me. "You know, I've been trying to place where I know you from," she said. "Did we meet before I joined the company?" I considered lying, but something made me honest. "We were at Westside Kali Shop 3 years ago. You were having a bad day." Her expression changed as recognition dawned. "You were there. That day with the venue, that was the worst morning of my life," she said quietly. "And then the most unbelievable thing happened. Shaman paid our venue balance. I never found out who." She studied my face. I tried to keep my expression neutral, but something must have given me away. "It was you," she whispered, eyes widening. "Why'sn't?" When I didn't deny it, tears filled her eyes. "Why would you do that for a complete stranger?" "Everyone deserves their perfect day," I said simply. "And it looked like you'd worked really hard for yours." She was quiet for a moment. "You know what's crazy? That wedding almost didn't happen. We were going to postpone, maybe break up. My husband had lost his job. My mom was struggling financially. It felt like the universe was telling us to give up." She pulled out her phone and showed me a photo of 2 beautiful twin toddlers. "These girls wouldn't exist if we'd postponed. We decided to wait on starting a family until after the wedding." "They're beautiful," I said, feeling a lump in my throat. "I've spent 3 years wondering who helped us, wanting to thank them." She shook her head in disbelief. "And now you are on my team, doing amazing work every day. Life is so strange." This morning, I arrived at work to find a small gift box on my desk. Inside was a framed photo of Jennifer's family and a handwritten note. "Some debts can never be repaid with money. Instead, I promise to pay it forward for the rest of my life. Thank you for being the miracle we needed when we'd lost all hope." I don't tell this story to brag. I tell it because sometimes the universe works in perfect circles, and the best investments we make aren't the ones that grow our bank accounts, but the ones that grow our humanity.